It's about to be another year. What the fuck is going on? Can the world stop? Because I need to step outside of it. That's right, I need to get into outer space and like try to understand what this year felt like a fever dream more than anything. What? Stop.
What the hell are you talking about?
It's not that weird. Well, we had like a global lockdown. I guess start by saying that. We made plans for this year to work out, and then things just went to shit. For anxious people like me, very hard to like let go of the control. And this year, I feel like it was a lesson, if you will, that says, hey, you have control over nothing, so chill out. Hello, my name's Sophia. I win last minute fashion challenges. If you like this definition, subscribe and leave a like. If you don't, oh no! I thought I would also talk about like general life updates that can maybe potentially help someone. I'll be getting ready, choosing my Christmas outfit, because today, the day that I'm filming, is indeed Christmas Eve. So I am one romantic person. I think sometimes I used to mix like being romantic with being stupid. Yes, it's nice to have someone in your life. Yes, it's nice to have girlfriends and boyfriends and whatnot, but they're not the main, okay? You need to stop distracting yourself. If you have problems and you're distracting yourself with someone, it's not gonna work out. It's gonna be ugly for you and for them. So I need you to work on that booty if you want.
You don't have to work on your butt, okay?
Work on yourself. Things will come together. And also, I think I would need to work on caring even less on what people think. I know, like, I might, like, show that I'm a very, like, fake you person that doesn't care what... I think I internalized people's opinions on the way that I act. Every time I would make a move on something, I would be scared of the outcome because of people's reaction. That's just such a waste of time. So another thing I would love to work on is my procrastination. That shit is just out of control.
Well, this could have been 10 times better if you didn't wing it, you stupid ass fuck.
How about you change that, you know? You can see I'm very kind with myself. I'm just kidding, though. I'm so much better too, but I want to organize my projects in a better Something way. That I'm extremely grateful this year is my singing improvement. If you don't know, I love to sing, but it's always been a big insecurity of mine. As I said, hard on myself, so we got that going on. Then this year I was like, fuck it. So I did it. I started like posting videos, and like that really changed the game for me, because like I saw where I could improve. Even though I knew it wasn't perfect, I posted anyways. And if you're insecure about something but you really love to do it, try to study it as much as you can, and then you eventually will get better at it. That to me is like kind of like a heavy drug. Not that I have tried heavy drugs, I haven't, but when you like start to get addicted to the process of of improving on something, I think that's when you find happiness, because you're always improving. Checking if I have no underwear, like just hanging around. I want to go on this mental trip with you guys. It's a time for reflection, if you ask me. I really don't know if that's something that comes with age, but my 16-year-old self, here's a few things that I would tell her. First, shut up. I'm just kidding. Don't let people tell you like what your mistakes are. Understand your mistakes, own up to your mistakes, and obviously try to work on your mistakes, and you can work on like how can you grow as a person, of course. But do not let other people tell you, in the sense of, if it's not your mom, your best friend, or like someone you trust that treats you right, don't let people have no idea who you are, no idea what they're doing, just like the worst intentions, tell you what your mistakes are and who you are. People can mask their intentions so hard that you can even notice, especially when you're growing up. And don't let Tad from math class come in and tell you, oh, you made a mistake, like dropped your notebook and you're a shitty person because of that. No, Tad! Fuck you, Tad! Sweetie, if there's one person that knows you, it's you. So if you think for 1 second that Tad from pottery class knows you better, he doesn't. Bitch, be careful with your surroundings. Be careful with that shit. Like, don't let any person in. Don't go telling your intimacies and secrets and darkest, deepest insecurities to people. They will use it against you. If you surround yourself with shitty people, they will use it against you. Your darkest insecurities, they're not to be shared unless they're shared with your therapist. They're like this little, you know, kitty cat that you can't... Okay, I need a better analogy. Anyways, they're like... I don't know. Very important, okay? They're very important. On that note, you're probably not gonna be friends with most of the people that you know. Not because they're all shitty, because they're not. There's a lot of great people in high school as well, but you guys have nothing in common. If I could tell myself that, I think I would have spared me so much headache. It's not because you're worse or they're better than you. It's because you guys have nothing to do with each other. On that note, oh my god, I'm getting so heated I even stopped doing my makeup. Somebody doesn't want to hang around you. Tell them to go take a dump. I am fine. And if you don't want to hang around me, that's fine. But if you're gonna make me feel like less, go take a dump, because there's something heavy in your heart or in your intestine. The people that will like terrorize you, they have such deep insecurities that it's ridiculous. So they need to work on that. But do not be like the little carpet that is gonna be like, oh hey, step on me. No. Step on me because you're popular. No. Men will try to tell you that you're a slut. Yep, men will try to tell you that you're a whore, monster for like just literally living your life. It doesn't matter how your sexual life looks like, it doesn't matter what you wear, it doesn't matter you're not a slut. But men will try to tell you that all the time. When you're doing good, when you're doing bad, when you made mistakes, when you didn't. But what I'm trying to tell you is that you don't have to put up with that shit. Oh, but Brianna, doesn't matter. But Josh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who is saying it, you're not a whore. And you're gonna witness a bunch of situations where guys and girls are doing the exact same thing, but the girl will be punished for it. Do not let shit fly by. If you're a guy, stand up and say something about it. And if you're a girl, do not let that shit fly by, okay? Cut them out. Don't hang around these people, like they're not worth it. That gets me out of my head. Like, oh, so you do everything that I do, but you're awesome and I'm a whore. Are we good? Because that's the argument that men use against women all the time. It's like, they don't know what to say, so they're like, oh yeah, you're a whore. Like, okay, but what? I don't think your actions are very nice. Oh yeah, but you're saying that because you're a whore. You know, you see what I mean? It's just always come back to like, you're like crying for like understandable reasons, then you're too dramatic. You're upset about that? That's too much. You care about that person? Well, you're very sentimental. It's like, holy, sorry, I didn't know I had to be a psychopath. Excuse me. That's what I would tell to my 16-year-old self. You have feelings, they're okay. Like, you care about people, but also you just don't have to take everything to heart. Situations will happen, but you don't need to let that impact the way that you see yourself. You know, like sometimes falling outs would happen and it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It just means that that situation didn't work out. Another thing, darling, you don't need to be a millionaire. You don't need to be a millionaire by 16. You don't need to be a millionaire by 20. Everybody's story is different. Like, if you don't know, I lived in LA for a year. Let's talk about that a lot because it's one of the things that I'm most proud of, because the chances of me going were like null. I think I manifested by accident. Like, I didn't let my life stop because I wasn't in LA. Like, I was living here in Brazil and I was like studying and everything, but that was in the back of my mind so hard that in some level it happened because of that, you know? Persisting on it, you really like expand your chances of happening it. At the same time, like, you don't need to get everything. Some things you're gonna get, some things you're not. It's important to persist always and to believe and to have faith on what you believe in, obviously. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't have to be so extreme. I'm not a fan of the pressure sometimes we will put on ourselves to make it, to be like whatever we want to be right now. So now that we had all the lessons that I would tell myself when I was 16, I just wanted to say that sorry, I grabbed my underwear. So this is the dress that I'll be wearing for Christmas. If you saw my Shein haul, that's what it is. It's that dress. And now, cool transition moment. Yay! Woohoo! I honestly forgot to do my hair, so that's what I'm gonna do now. Because why not? It's Christmas, darling. Now that I already went into so many topics and tripped the crap out of myself, while I do my hair, I really wanted to say things that I'm grateful for. Even though this year was chaotic and really, really, really weird, really, really, really sad. I'm so close to myself right now. If I haven't been given the opportunity to stay at home, I don't have to work outside since I see that as such an amazing privilege, the fact that I get to stay at home and work on myself. That's like, bitch, not a lot of people can do that. Very happy that I got this year to get in touch with myself, understand myself, treat my mental health, being able to afford therapy, to be able to record this video, for my family for sure. My mom is my best friend. I know you're watching this, so I love you so much. You're my best friend, you're the best thing in my life. My dad also, I'm so grateful that we grew so much closer and talk about almost anything really. You're also my best friend and I love you so much. Grateful for my grandmother who invests in me all the time. Sorry. I'm also very grateful for my kitty. He's like the best creature I have ever encountered in my life. I reflected about a lot of things. I touched upon a bunch of subjects, but I just wanted this to be a very real talk moment and I needed to vent. Just help anyone who needs to hear any of these things, you know? And I hope you enjoyed the honesty. Geez, today I was very, very honest. Thank you so much for watching and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I hope you are feeling great and can spend it with your family. And let's just say, 2020, I thought there would be flying cars and here we are. See you next year. Ah, that joke was coming. You knew that.